Hey guys, what's up? Amanda here. Today we're going to be using the Agate Temptation by Singe Beauty. I don't have the launch details yet, but I know that it's coming this May. I don't have a price point either. But in the beginning of this video, you're kind of going to see a speed through of me getting my complexion done, because I know a lot of people don't necessarily want to see the beginning, like the full routine in depth with voiceover or anything like that. So I figured I'd do a speed through. You could kind of see what I used and what I did, and then we could get into the Singe palette. Please feel free to fast forward to that portion if that's all you're interested in, but I'm trying to make it as speedy as possible. It's gorgeous, heads up. Anyways, if you're interested in seeing what I do with this palette, please stay tuned. I also want to chit-chat a little bit about creators and friends while I'm here. I do have some snippets on my camera, and I take so long to edit my vlogs. I'm so sorry. But I want to say, this year I've really been trying to push myself to do things that are outside of my comfort zone. And I feel like this was definitely one of those things. I really wanted to attend. I know we participated. We did a paint and sip for Unearthly, which was so much fun. I don't think I've laughed so much in such a long time. But it was nice to push myself out of my comfort zone. I'm an introvert. I'm really shy. It takes a while for me to warm up to people. So everybody on this trip was so amazing, so welcoming, so understanding of my social anxiety. And so I feel so grateful that I had a chance to go. I learned a lot as well, and I guess I will also talk some more about that when I get the vlog up. Maybe I'll do like a little voiceover or something. But yeah, just wanted to add that. Hey guys, what's up? Now that I did the speed through of my base, I wanted to use as much of the items that I got from creators and friends as possible. But the star of the show today is the Agate Temptation from Singe Beauty, or Agate. I've already swatched this, and I will insert swatches somewhere on the screen here of a reel that I did. But it is so beautiful. I have to say, when I swatch these mattes, the mattes are even more opaque and buttery than I feel the first Singe palette is. And this one is such a pleasant surprise. It's called Crystallized. It is like a green base, but it's got this flash of warm orange. It's so beautiful. So I whipped out my neon top today, threw on some green jewelry, and I said we could finally sit down and play with this gorgeousness. See, like I said, I was really impressed when I swatched it. So I'm thinking I'm going to be really impressed applying it as well. I used the Sigma, I think it was the Ignite primer. And I think I want to go in with the shade Moss. I'm using a Refer 16. This is Moss here. I'll do my best to also insert that up on the screen as well. It is so pigmented, yet blendable. And this is one shade so far. Also, I don't have the full details for this palette currently. I know at the dinner it's just up in the air right now because Angie is getting these things at the height of like this whole tariff situation, so everything's a little bit unknown. So I just know it's coming out in May. I don't have a price point yet as at the time of filming this video. If it did come out, I must have missed it, but I do not have anything as of yet. So this is just the shade Moss on the lids. It's so beautiful. I could just do this color alone and a shimmer on the lid and be done. But I am going to go in with the shade Slice, which is right next to it, on the same brush, and I'm going to put this into the outer portion, into the crease some more. This shade is not as yellow as the first one, But do you see how easy these were able to blend into each other? I do kind of want to try the, is it Chalcedony shade? I'm going to clean off on my Sigma switch, and I'm going to go into that minty shade over here. And kind of use that on my brow bone. Oh, that's fun. You see how pigmented it was? I did one dip and was able to do both sides. I love pastels lately for like a brow bone moment. You could keep even building that up. There's a shade in here that reminds me of Ooze. It's called Translucent. It reminds me of the Ooze highlight I did with Xander in terms of color, but not formula at all. It is definitely way more sparkly, but it does have that minty to the light blue purple shift. It's so beautiful. I might carry some of that over the brow bone and onto the cheekbone. I wanted to use my Ooze today, but I don't know where I put it. I took it out of my travel palette. I thought I put it back into the original compact, and my mind has escaped me, apparently. So I am going to take that shade Translucent that I just spoke about, and we're going to top the brow bone there. And then I'm going to pat this onto the cheekbone area and wrap it around. I'm really embracing this fairy look that I have going lately. Alright, let me take a different brush so I could kind of diffuse that even more. You could see it's really sparkly and pretty. I will also whip out the flashlight so you can see how magical that shade is. Alright, I want to take a different brush. What brush am I going to use? I want to take Banded. It kind of matches my top here. It is like a neon greeny chartreuse moment. And I'm going to pop that into my inner corner. She did so good on these because shades like this are so hard to formulate. They could dust away into nothing, or they just don't layer that well. But this one is not giving me that problem at all. What's up? But yeah. As I was saying, I was interrupted, somebody walked in. But you could keep layering it, and I have no issue with it like blending away. It's super pigmented and gorgeous. I love this. I love a bright shade. Okay. I think now what I'm going to do is go into the shade, is it Agate? I don't know. It's this. Let me not even try to say it. It's like a mustard. I'm going to take it on my Unearthly 8-3. And I'm going to put this on the lid. And I'm doing that because I want to take the shade Silica and tap it over that shade. So this is the one that I'm using here. And I'm going to go in after on top of this one. Are you into greens? I feel like Angie just knows the way to my heart because I'm obsessed with green, and I don't think that there's a color story that's more Angie than this. Her whole vibe is like that 70s, mid-century modern, funkadelic shades. Alright, that's done. Now I'm going to go into the shade Silica, which was this one right here. I'm taking this on a Sigma E25. I got these while I was on the trip. And I'm going to press it over that mustard shade. I did get a little bit of fallout on that, but that's just because I put so much on the brush. Do I have a powder brush here? Doesn't matter because I've done tons of glitter on my cheeks already anyway. I know Angie likes a drier shimmer formula because her lids are prone to creasing. So if you're wondering why the formula isn't super emollient like a lot of stuff on the market right now, her formula is definitely on the drier side. So if you have creasing, you know that this will work for you. The shade is so beautiful because it's transparent, but it has these beautiful gold sparkles inside of it. If I could put them all on my lids, I would. Alright, next brush. I want to use as many colors as possible, and I think for sure the shade Crystallize is my favorite in this whole palette. And that was that green one in the beginning that has like that orange flash. I'm going to work the shade into the brush. This one is not as sparkly as the other shades. It's more of a sheen. But I'm going to kind of give myself this beautiful green-orange eye bag coming from that chartreuse shade. Makeup is just so fun. I love it. I love it, I love it, I love it. What am I doing now? I think I want to get an eyeliner. And I did get this eyeliner from the event. It's a blue, but I'm like, why not? Who makes rules? So I'm going to use this navy shade. It is from Laura Mercier. It is Blue Marine Caviar Eyeliner Pencil. I'm going to put that into my waterline down in the bottom. Ooh, it's like a tealy blue, like a cerulean almost. So pretty. Then I'm going to zoom you guys in. I'm going to do my mascara. Right now I'm testing out the Makeup by Mario mascara. I've been using that, the Master Mascara. I'm going to put that on and I will be right back. Alright, I did a wing with that same eyeliner and I blended it into a point with the Sigma E05. And I just popped on some of this Buxom Powerful Plump Extreme on my lips. I don't feel anything yet, but cool. I feel like I had a lip liner here earlier and I'm just not sure what I did with it. So actually I have this Trixie one here that I got recently gifted to me. So I'm going to put a little bit on. And then from Creators and Friends I got this Buxom lip gloss. This is the full-on plumping lip cream in the shade Pink Champagne. And I am going to use this on my lips. This is such a cute, it's pretty clear, but it's got like a milkiness to it. I'm also going to set my face. So I'm going to use the Milk spray. And I'm going to let that dry. In the meantime, let's talk about this palette. I love this one. Out of the two palettes that I've released, this one's my favorite. Actually, I'm realizing that the color of my backdrop is making me look so pink. So hold please. Let's see if it adjusts itself. Now, it's making me look really pink today. Whatever. So, this one is my favorite out of the two. I think that this color story is so beautiful and versatile. You could do a neutral look. You could do an all green monochromatic look. You could make something a little bit more fiery. I am definitely going to be playing with this palette some more, especially on Instagram. But I love greens, and if you're a green lover, you're going to love this one. So let me know in the comments down below if you're going to be picking it up. As soon as I have more details on launch date and the price of the palette, I will also update my description box. And yeah, this was such a pleasure. I had so much fun at the Creators and Friends event. I had so much fun at the dinner with all my friends for Singe Beauty. And so far, out of everything that's kind of come out this year, palette-wise, this one, am I going to say it's been my favorite so far? I think it has. But keep in mind that I'm really picky when it comes to purchasing palettes because I have my own brand. So I only purchase palettes that intrigue me or that fill gaps in my collection. Or let's be honest, if it's green, I'm probably buying it. Angie got me on this one. If I was not gifted this or I didn't have a chance to go to the Creators and Friends events, I would have picked this up myself. So I'm going to leave that like that. Let me know if you enjoyed this tutorial. Let me know if you're going to pick up the palette when it's available. What do you want to see next? I have some stuff from Cliona that I got at the event, and I have a new Sigma palette that's coming out that I really would like to film with as well. And what else? I feel like there was something I want to say, but my mind escapes me. I was also supposed to use this Cliona Shine On thing, and I didn't even use it when doing this look, but there is that. Also, I will do my best to put all the products that I used for today's look down in the description box. I'm probably going to be editing that as the time goes on because I really want to get this video out. Also, my hair is growing and it is in this weird in-between phase, and I'm also changing the color soon because I've got a job for like a hair color reel that I'm getting paid to do. So if you see me hiding or with a hat in the next few videos, because things could go wrong, you know why. Anyways, it was a pleasure. I'm so happy to be back, and let me know what you want to see next. Bye guys.